So, hi, welcome back to the 1010 podcast, episode 17, part 6 out of 10. Yeah, that's it. Coming up next is Tarek Waba from Palestine. Is your microphone working, Tarek?
Yes. How are you?
Hey, dude. Nice one, dude. I'm good, thank you. Could you tell us who is Tarek Waba and what type of music do you do?
I'm actually an opera singer. I was playing piano since I was a little child, and I continued with opera. And I'm performing locally in Palestine, in Israel, in Italy. And now I have my pianist and making concerts locally and internationally.
Yeah, well, I've got a song with Reem Odi. Odi, is that
Yes,
your friend?
Exactly.
Tell us the story behind that video before I share it for everyone.
We just met 1 year ago, and we agreed to make a team together to perform in Jerusalem, Bethlehem, in cities in Palestine, and also in Israel, and to go to Europe to perform.
Honestly, it's opera singers are just the most amazing. Most people will never witness one in real life, but I've been to operas and it blows every other type of music out the window if you can get yourself to one of these places. So it's an honor to have you here, Tarek. Let's get everyone acquainted with your music, and then we'll get a question or two in. So I don't even know what the song's name is because I can't actually read it, but you can look. This is what it's called here. Tarek Waba with Reem Odi. Let's just check them out. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Oh, I'm so sorry. I've made a boo-boo. There you go. Start again.
Notte e giorno faticar per chi nulla sa gradir, piova e vento sopportar, mangiar male mal dormir. Voglio far il gentiluomo e non voglio più servir, e non voglio più servir, no, 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 non voglio più servir. Oh, che caro galantuomo, vuol star dentro con la bella e Dio fa da sentinella, la sentinella, la sentinella. Voglio fare il gentiluomo e non voglio più servir, e non voglio più servir, no, 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 non voglio più servir. Ma mi par che venga gente, ma mi par che venga gente, non mi voglio far sentire, non mi voglio far sentire, non mi voglio far sentire, no, 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 non voglio far sentire.
There you go, everybody. Tarek.
Yes, I'm hearing you now.
Just a little teaser. Hopefully we can get much more to see from you in the future. Tarek, are you still with us? Your cameras went away. Are you still here, Tarek?
Yes, I hear now.
Yeah, dude. What's next for you? What's your plans? Have you got any albums in the go, or what's coming?
I've actually had many performances in Germany and Italy, and now for future, I'm preparing some projects with my pianist in the Netherlands and maybe in US and Germany and Italy. I'm working very hard for making this duet international, I hope.
Well, dude, we're here to help you. If you come on this show every week, we can help you get there. We're going to do live performances and all sorts of things. So we've got Tim want to say something. Then our next guest is Mike. So Tim, then I think PG, then Mike.
Yes, I thought your voice was superb. I mean, just absolutely great. Uh, that's, I don't really know what to say other than, like I said, your voice is just, you're so talented, so much control, so much volume, so much everything. You just made that song spotless.
Well said.
Thank you so much.
PG can't unmute, so we've got Kirsty and then Mike, our next guest. Kirsty, what's your thoughts there?
Hi, Tarek. Good to see you again. Yeah, your voice, like Tim said, is very powerful, incredible, and you really stood out to me when I was looking at artists on LinkedIn. And so I'm really happy you're on the show, and we would love you to join our music family. Maybe have a conversation in a couple of days. But you're fantastic, Tarek. Want to hear more? Actually, I'm going to check out more stuff later.
Thank you so much.
Well said. Mike, would you like to check? Oh, sorry, before Mike, you're the next guest. So Marion and then Mike. Marion, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, he has a terrific voice, and I love classical music. I mean, the song reminded me a little bit about Cecilia Bartoli and people like that, But awesome, just very great voice.
I would love to see him live. I would love to see him live, and he's actually left. His camera's cut him off. So everybody, Tarek, what a wonderful guest, and his sectional end here.
Yeah, great.
To hear. So well done, Tarek. Coming up next is Mike Lyons, returned to the podcast, a valued member over in Florida. Mike, could you tell everyone what type of music do you do, Mike?
Rock, blues, hard rock, classic rock. I can do pop and some classical and things like that too, but I generally focus on that kind of guitar-oriented rock when I'm playing out as a band, the trio, guitar-oriented, guitar power trio. I do solo and acoustic and duo stuff, work with some people too. So I have an acoustic guitar that I can plug in and play along with that as well. So it's all over the map. The song you're hearing is more
just cruising. What's the story behind that one? Yeah, just cruising.
Yeah, I had originally written different lyrics about it years ago, and then I came across it and thought I'd redo it. And it's kind of about how everybody gets caught up in what someone else tells them is cool or what they should do, out like just the basic. I like using basic words with deeper thoughts, just like in the song where the word lies can mean lying down or like that's where the story lies. And I mean that a couple ways. It's lying to you as well as that's where the story is and things of that nature. So kind of like I don't know, looking back, how things always seem to be, what people trying to be accepted, go here, and someone tells you what cool is, so you act like it, and the whole peer pressure and all that kind of. As far as lyrics go, the music is, to me, is completely a different thing. I just come up with, like anyone else here, I'm sure, come up with good ideas or riffs or licks or choruses and verses and try to write a good music piece, and then I come after it afterwards, usually for the lyrics to try to add something to it. But so that's kind of how that song came together.
Let's everyone get acquainted with your music. Excuse me, bad cough that was. Mike Lyons with Just Cruising. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not well.
Also, this is live as a trio during COVID.
Yes.
So we had one rehearsal and went to a club that allowed us to play. So we, take it for what it is, but it's live. I like doing things live because there's no net.
Yeah, absolutely. Without further ado, Mike Lyons, Just Cruising. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. mic. Fantastic, dude. Love it, man. Love it. I love it. I knew that Tim Consley would be the first one there because you're right up his street. Tim Consley, then you're the next guest, John. So if anyone wants to say anything before you, we'll let them in. So Tim, what's your thoughts there, brother?
And one of your biggies that you're influenced by has got to be Stevie Ray Vaughan. I heard so much of his music into that guitar playing.
More Jimi
Yeah.
Hendrix than Stevie Ray, though.
Yeah.
Way more Jimi Hendrix than Stevie Ray.
Well, both. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean-
one copied the other somewhat, but yeah, that vein of music. Stevie Ray had a cool take on blues. His was more like the Texas type
Right.
feel that I mean, I absolutely love too. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, there's Jimmy. I just saw you down there.
Yeah, man. My
Look,
friend.
look behind me on the wall. I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
got,
seen it. That's
yeah.
why I done that.
I've got the Beatles over there. I've got Jimmy Page, Led Zeppelin over there. I've got all kinds of Eric Clapton.
Stevie,
My
Stevie
friend
Ray-
actually drew that, so he did. Sorry, Tim. Continue, brother. Sorry.
yeah. Stevie Ray's the one that drew me into blues. I mean, I listened to him and I was plain hooked. Blues rock is the kind of music I do. Not quite Stevie Ray, a little more probably towards Joe Bonamassa, but I'm not that good. But anyway, great job on that song. That's something I would pop it in and listen to all day long. Great.
I appreciate it. It's just recorded with a few video cameras. I mean, the audio, there's no real mixing except for when he rendered it or whatever you call it. So it's not like
Right.
there was supposed to be a guy there doing that. And of course he didn't show up. So it was me running sound and everything else. It was that's what came out of the speakers.
did a
It's like- so I was lucky it
Well,
came off the wall.
It
The
came
future-
out great.
The future's a long time. You can get into the studio and master all these tracks in the future, Mike, can't you? There's actually lots of people want to say something here. So let's crack on. Jenny, then PG. Ladies first, Jenny.
Just real quick, as a guitar player, I was so impressed. I loved the playing. Obviously, I can't play anywhere close to as good as you, but I'm so inspired by Jimi Hendrix as well. He's like the one poster I have in my studio. As a guitar player, I was so entertained, and like, I don't need lyrics. I don't need words. Your fingers spoke to us, and I would have paid to see that live. So
Thank you.
amazing work.
Well
I
said.
Thank you
could
very much.
tell that there was, yeah, I like it. It sounded great.
Thank
But
you.
you pulled it off.
Well, I'm glad because it was live. And it doesn't, live is a cruel place to be.
Well said, Jenny.
It is, but not many people pull it off. Not many people can pull that off, and people are starving, I think, for that live, real authenticity. And you can do that because you don't need any fancy gadgets. You can just play, I mean, not many people can do that.
Well, thank you.
Well said, well said. PG, then Rodney.
Look, Mike, from the very first bar, I thought this song is going to be just cruising. I thought it's so appropriately named, and it just got better and better and better. And when you started playing guitar, as the others have said, yeah, amazing guitarist, great exponent of the blues. And I thought the recording for a live was fantastic. In a bar, it's very hard to get good, faithful recording, and the recording I thought was excellent. So as I think Tim said, yeah, Jenny, maybe I definitely go to a bar and watch to see you play.
Oh, thank you. Maybe I can get over there someday.
Yeah, well, do that.
Make it happen, make it happen. So we've got Rodney, then Scott, then our next guest, John. So Rodney, what's your thoughts there, dude?
Yeah, that was nice playing. It's just a pity I'm only listening to it on my phone here, so I didn't get the full weight of it, I like that. But great playing. Was there a touch of Money by Pink Floyd in there somewhere as well? Would that have been an influence? Dark Side of the Moon?
For that song, not really, but there's obviously a jazz blues for the intro and the outro, the same thing that happens over again. Yeah, it was just kind of a loose jam that turned into a song. You know how that goes over time. So if it sounds like it all like Pink Floyd, then I'm very happy for that because I love Pink Floyd too. So I'll take it all,
I got the Hendrix vibe as well. It was nice, yeah. I'd like to hear it on a proper system, not my phone. That'll be next time, maybe.
Well, that's it. That's it. I'll make sure that you'll all be able to find each other, because hopefully you've all got your songs on Spotify, and then I'll put them all in the ones that we've got a playlist of every artist who's been on all the shows. It's like 200 artists deep now, and most of them are following each other. So I'll put all these tracks onto the same playlist, and all your Spotify's will be linked, and hopefully you can follow each other there. Although I don't know if Mike, that song's on YouTube, Spotify yet, but we'll get it there. Get it there. So we've got Scott, and then our next guest, John Dante. Scotty, what's your thoughts, brother?
I'm with Jenny. Be comfortable in your own skin. This is one of the reasons I love Sparky's podcast so much. When I get stuff like that, bud, I get to sit back. I almost will open my fridge and grab the beer, man. Keep playing that stuff.
Well said, bro. Well said. So, John, what's your thoughts before your section here, John Dante?
Hey, everybody. That was a really cool track. It was a cool song. I like instrumentals, so I thought that was really cool. And I'm happy to hear stuff like that. It's refreshing.
Thank you.
Well said. And Mike, thanks for coming back. Valued family member, Mike Lyons, everybody. I'll get your bits, brother. Coming up, we've got John, then Rodney, and then Tim Consley's going to play us out with a couple of live tracks from his new album. So coming up next is John Dante. Hey, John, how's things, brother?
Hey, everybody. How are you? Things are going great. I'm happy to be here.
Pleasure to have you here, dude. And we've got so many members from Ohio now. It's filling up, so it is. John Dante, tell us, who is John Dante? What type of music do you do?
John Dante and the Inferno's a rock and roll band in the truest form. So there's a lot of styles that covers. I spent some time in Nashville in the spring performing. I was down there for about 2 or 3 months from January to March. And I recorded my latest EP, Chicken Shit Country, that's spelled S #T, right here in the Inferno Production and Broadcast Studios in Ohio. And yeah, John Dante and the Inferno it's my baby. It's my project. It's where I release all my ideas. And I'm a songwriter and guitar player and producer for that group. So, that's where I'm coming from here in Ohio. That's how I get my original music out there. And that's how I relate to everybody. So hope you guys like what you hear.
Awesome introduction. I'm going to ask you, what's the story behind your song Trash? Why did you write the song Trash?
Trash, I think that was one of those songs that came together for the album really quick. That was one of those songs that sort of wrote itself in about 5 minutes. And it's a little bit tongue-in-cheek. It's kind of funny. I guess it's a very American, dry type of sarcastic humor. But it's inspired by proto-punk artists like the Velvet Underground and Lou Reed, MC5, early punk rock. So that's sort of where it was coming from, kind of like a glam sleaze or gutter punk sort of thing.
Brother, honestly, let's all get acquainted with John Dante and the Infernos if you're not already. Fantastic band. So back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen.
Just a trash pile, baby. You're such a dumpster queen. Why'd you have to make a scene? You ain't even gotta lie to me. Just a trash can, baby. Something everybody needs. Seriously, ain't mean nothing to me. I picked you up like litter off the streets. Sometimes life can be mean, baby, ain't that right? Sometimes for a girl that just ain't hot enough. Trash can be such a treasure. Baby, it'd be my pleasure to pick you up from the dump. But I could never throw you out, make you wanna scream and shout. Show me what you're all about. Every morning I wonder, will you stay? Then every 2 weeks or so, the trash man comes, takes you away. Trash but you stick to me like glue. Just what am I supposed to do? So lucky that I stepped in you. Sometimes life can be mean, baby, ain't that rough? But sometimes for you, baby, it just ain't hard enough. Trash. It's just trash, honey. Just trash, baby. It's just trash. And I ain't your type of fool. Trash. It's just trash now, baby. Sitting in a pile of garbage, said you don't belong there. Well, that's just where you'll be if you're too cool to care. And life's not fair, is it, baby? It's trash. It's just trash. It's just trash. It's just trash. It's just trash.
John Zante and Infernos.
Thank you for listening, everybody.
Loved it, man. Loved it, brother. So
Thank you.
what's next? What projects have you got in the go at the moment?
Well, I'm going to be doing some performing for August. All of our latest material and performance schedule is available at www.johndanteandtheinferno.com. So you guys can check it out there. I've got a lot of singles that I'm getting ready to release. I'm still working on stuff in the studio. So right now, just looking at releasing some latest singles and releasing some live performances from the archives. We do have a Patreon account. So if people want to stay updated with the latest, we do release stuff there. And yeah, just looking at a lot of singles and EPs, getting ready for our latest LP to come out.
Well, brother, I hope that I can help you in the journey, man. I hope you can come back on the show and feature all your tracks as you get them released and stuff. We've got lots of people want to speak to you here. Ladies
Awesome.
first again. We'll go Jenny, then Zach. Jenny?
Ladies first, I love it.
Always.
Yeah, I love it. It was so much fun. It's such a fun track. Just lighthearted, and I totally got the tongue-in-cheek sense of humor. Like it wasn't offensive at all. Like we got it. Even though I'm Canadian, I still got it. And it gave me like a modern day Beck kind of vibe, just like a summertime jam, and just fun and just like easy to listen to and refreshing too. But like unpretentious, you know? Just like very authentic and it did have a trashy drum, like I mean in the best way, like a lo-fi drum. It like the drums matched the lyrics and it was just in the best way, you know?
Awesome. Thank you very much.
John, are your bandmates your best friends as well?
Oh no. I go
Well,
through a lot of different.
you give that across when you're there. You look like homies, you know, doing your thing.
We do have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun. I go through a lot of different musicians with this project. I think that project was recorded in 2019, so it's been about 3 years since I had that iteration of the band together. So things do change over time, you know.
Yeah,
there's a lot of backstories. I'll have to write a book one day.
I feel you. We've got Zach, then Scott, then Tim, then our next guest, Rodney. So Zach, Captain Zach. Aye, Captain.
Oh man, that was a very fun song. All the way around, great song. The quality of it is nice and smooth. I love the feeling of it. Are you, and a reminder to everybody out there, artists, are you familiar with Sonic Bids, John?
I think I've heard of it. I know it's a website. I don't think I've used it in a long time. Yeah, I don't know. I know it's one of those corporate sort of website things that are out there. I'm sure I've been on it here or there, but I probably didn't find any success with it if I had used it. So I end up just doing all my distribution through YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, and sort of like the official sort of platforms.
I was going to say, and then Top Talent Promotions has come out of the woodwork. And we say Top Talent Promotions, what bit? Top Talent Radio, Top Talent Media, Top Talent Podcasts. You know, we are the way forward to promote your music. We're recruiting people. We've over 180 different people who have done radio shows and the Top Talent name in their cities. They're now MVPs. Even like Jenny's done one recently, haven't you, Jenny? Tim's done radio shows, PG, Scotty, everybody, and we're all interconnecting and building something that is going to rival any music platform in the world. So, John, stick with us, brother. Zach is also in Ohio there, by the way. He's an Ohio brother. And so is the next guy coming. Scotty's from Ohio as well. Scott Cairns, what's your thoughts?
Like Jenny and Zach said, I love the vibe. I love the tongue and cheap talk, like you're saying. Everything was just very well put together, brother, and very well done.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for enjoying it.
Well said, well said. Tim Consley, another MVP for Indiana. And then Rodney Ewa, our next guest. Tim?
Yes, I thought the song was great. I loved it. It was a very cool song. I heard a lot of different genres in there. I heard just rock and roll. I heard a little bit of Southern rock in that. Pretty much all the different kinds of music I like all rolled up in that one song. So great job.
Thank you. Yeah, it's always an adventure trying to get all those elements into 3 minutes with a hook. But
Right.
I'm glad you picked up on, the Southern rock and it's hard to pin down rock and roll, but when you
Right.
hear it, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great compliment as usual, Tim. Great answer, John. Rodney, what's your thoughts before we get to your section, dude?
Yeah, I kind of like that one. Bit of a punk rock vibe off it. It's very like Vicious by Lou Reed, which is I'm a big fan of Lou Reed, so enjoy that. He's actually on the wall behind me there.
In the wild side.
Yeah.
Is that like that him? Yep, yep.
Yeah, I'm definitely, that whole album was greatly inspired by Lou Reed and his lyrical style and like sort of what he was going through in New York at the time. I think it really influenced what I was trying to put together with this album.
Yeah, it's good. Well done, man.
Well
Thank
said,
you.
man. Well said. John Dante and his Infernos. Hey, John, one love, brother. I hope to see you again, man.
Thanks for having me.
Coming up second from last is Mr. Rodney Ewell from Ireland. Hey, Rodney, how are you, brother?
How you doing, Speedy? Good. Not too bad.
Good. Pleasure to have you here. Rodney, could you tell everyone, you know the drill now, what type of music do you do? Who is Rodney Ewell? Yeah, man.
Basically, I guess ultimately I'm a singer-songwriter, but it's sort of, I play a lot of different instruments myself, the keyboard and synths and things, and incorporate that into the tunes. I write a lot of stuff on piano and acoustic guitar, and then sort of build things around that.
Awesome.
Yeah, living here in Galway in the west of Ireland for the last 20 odd years, from Northern Ireland originally, but got out of there and yeah, enjoying life down here, living in the countryside.
Well, the Celtic connection, the Scots and the Cornish, where I am actually now with Kirsty, and the Irish, we're all the Celts, aren't we? The Celtics. So we are, the Celtic connection.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Rodney, what's the story behind your song Waiting? Why did you write that one, Waiting?
Waiting was, I got a piano in a charity shop, and the first thing I wrote on it ended up being this sort of melody that's there now. And it was just after the pandemic started, the COVID thing. And that's kind of what the song was about at the time, but I think it's changed now. For me, it's more just a general, yeah, it's just about life in general, you know, wake up to the news it's all over. That's it. Could be anything really, but that's what it was originally about. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure everyone's going to love it, brother. Let's say get acquainted with Rodney Ewell if you're not already. Rodney Ewell with his track Waiting. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3.
We're going out tonight. We'll have a real good time. I don't care what they say. I've always been a good boy. Nothing to do with me. I live my life carefree. I never caused no pain. I've always been a good boy. Waiting to wake up to the news that it's all over. The economic slave believes that he is brave. His biggest fear is change. He's always been a good boy. Enjoy your holiday somewhere far away. Get on that big jet plane. You've always been a good boy. This is a timeless time. We get to know time. This is a final time. We got to know time. Came like a tidal wave. We'll never be the same. There's no one else to blame. We've always been such good boys. Waiting to wake up to the news that it's all over. This is a timeless time. We get to know time. This is a final time. We've got to know time. This is the finest time. We'll have to know time. This is a timeless time. We got to know time.
Rodney, inventor, and you're a madman. You're a madman, Rodney. I didn't have any idea. You look like such a sensible man in your video, but you're a madman in real life, aren't you? Hey,
Oh yeah,
I love
the other
it.
way around, maybe.
Kirsty came through and said, "That's my favourite video I've ever seen in my life." Kirsty, what do you want to say, darling? Kirsty, and then John.
Hi, Rodney. Do you know what? That
Hey.
video was absolutely awesome. I loved it. It was so crazy, but it really matched the track really well. I was totally like transfixed on it. Like, did you do it yourself, Rodney?
I did, yeah. I made the video myself. I didn't really know what I was doing, but it took a while, but I gave it a shot, yeah. And so thanks.
No, I really liked it. It was a little balmy, a little crazy, but it all kind of came together really well. Brilliant, man.
Yeah.
I want to see another one.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it was from the, it was written about the COVID thing. So I guess it's a crazy time. So
yeah, no, it's cool. I like it.
The song and the video,
Well, ladies first. So Kirsty, then Jenny, then Marion. Jenny and Marion. Jenny.
Ladies first.
Always.
Yes, I totally agree with such a gentleman. Yeah, I agree. The video was amazing, but the song, first of all, I mean, because I'm no expert on videos, music I know, and I was so surprised and blown away because, like Mark, I didn't know what to expect, and I loved it. Like the music was so like haunting and really well done. The vocals were really well done. Like even hit all your riffs crisply. Like I love the tone of your voice, beautiful voice, and the surreal quality of the music and the video really matched the lyrical concept about COVID and the crazy times we're in. It really drew us in. It gave me a mood. It gave me feels, which is what we're aiming to do as artists. So you did it. I mean, it must have taken so much work to do all that sonically and visually. And wow, you just make such an impact. So great job. And you accomplished your mission. Like you hit me right here. And
wow,
it was beautiful.
Thank you. Thanks for saying.
Well said. I can see them. That meant a lot to Rodney there. Marion, then Erica's want to get a word in as well. Marion and Erica.
Yeah, well, to me, it was very moving. And I really loved the artsy, the way you gender banded, all those different types in the video, and the music was like a little psychedelic and melancholic, and yeah, it really got to me, and really kudos for how you did the video and all those types yourself. So good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Well said, Marion. Well said. Erica, then John Dante. Erica.
I feel like there was so much work put into that. Like you could just see it by like hearing it and looking at it, and it was so good. And I feel like the video really matched the song, and it just brought you into a different world. It was really, really cool. The visuals and everything, and the voice, your voice was really, really good. It just like, I just feel like it was so unique. Very, very unique. I really like that. It was different.
Thanks. That's what I'm aiming for. Thank you.
Well said, well said. So John Dante, then Tim Consley, our final guest of the evening. John, what's your thoughts there, brother?
I really like the synthesizers in that one. That was some really neat sounding stuff. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. Kind of, weird electronic synthesizer elements behind the guitars were really probably my favorite part.
Thanks, man.
Well said. Mr. Consley, what's your thoughts on the wild Rodney Ill before you sing your heart out for his brother, Tim?
Rodney, I've got one piece of advice for you. Do not quit your day job and become a drag queen.
Why not?
No, really.
Keep that for the Saturday nights. Just stick your 9 to 5 Monday to Friday. You know what I mean? Hard grafting music. And,
but I did really like the song. Someone commented that it was trippy. Yeah, it was trippy. I enjoyed that. The fact that it was. I enjoyed the fact that it was very different, but yet extremely, extremely likable. I mean, I really did. It was just a fun time. It really was.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Well said, Tim. And thanks, Rodney, for being a guest tonight, man. You must stay to hear Tim. Tim will be your biggest fan tomorrow. The same with all the new people that he's never seen before. Tim and Scott, and not so much Zach, he's busy with his radio stations and stuff, but Tim and Scott will be supporting every one of you tomorrow forever. I don't know who else does it in the family, but I know these two will jump on all of you for everything you ever do the rest of your life. So Rodney, I love you. Cheers, brother.
Thanks, guys.
Right, so the final section, Tim Consley was playing 2 of his songs from his latest album on Monday evening show, and now he's doing it again this evening. So Tim, what songs are you going to sing for us tonight? Are you going to sing 2 again?
I've got 2 here. Yes.
So introduce the first one, then we'll all say a little something, then you can introduce the last one, then the show's
Okay.
over. I'll put it onto the speaker. So Tim Consley, knock us out, brother.
All righty. The first song is called I Know. And the reason behind this song, it's all about a girl. She's looking for something. She's looking for someone. And the guy who's talking to her, he's in a roundabout way trying to tell her that what she's looking for is standing right in front of her. So that's what this song is about. It's called I Know.
Knock us out, brother.
I know you don't know what you want, but I can tell you, you can find it here. I know you don't know what you want, but I can tell you, you can find it here. No more searching around, 'cause it's standing now right over here. I know you've been looking around, trying to find yourself someone like me. Oh, I know you've been looking around, trying to find yourself someone like me. I know your head's on the ground, babe, look up and I know you will see. And I know I'm the one for you. It's so very plain for me to see. I know I'm the one for you. It's so very plain for me to see. Listen up, I'm talking to you. I know you're the only one for me.
Hey, Tim, absolutely fantastic, dude. I love you, man. If anyone wants to compliment in that specific song, unmute yourself quickly. If not, Tim, just what's next? What are you going to play for us next in the final part of the evening?
It's called You Can Come In. In other words, you can come in, just don't go away.
Oh, I love it.
It's about a guy who's got stunned and scarred by other women in his life, and he's basically telling this girl now, you can come in, but don't go away.
Well, without further ado, dude, let's hear it from you, brother. Let's go, and then we'll end the night. One love.
Who's that pounding on my front door, making a sound I ain't heard before? Makes me wonder, who can that be, making a racket at 3:15? I pull it open, and darling, it's you. Hello, my honey, what can I do for you? Oh, baby, you can come in, just don't go away.
Now that you're here and you're in my home, I just won't have to be alone. I am surprised, but I'm happy too. Now I just won't have to be so blue. You're the best thing I could hope to see. I only ask that you don't walk out on me. Oh, baby, you can come in, just don't go away. Oh, baby, you can come in, just don't go away. Come in and be my guest. You're the one I love the best. You can come in, just don't go away.
Absolutely fantastic, fantastic. It was a Felton's namesake. It was a nailer. You nailed it, bro. You nailed it. Let's anyone who wants to see the final anything of the evening, just unmute yourself now and we'll end the show. So Phil over in Oz. Phil, what's your thoughts here, brother?
Oh, look, I've enjoyed the whole evening, the process. Well, it's morning for me, but I've still enjoyed it. And look, I certainly get a lot out of hearing other artists and just seeing what other artists around the world are doing, and when getting their comments. That's always very useful.
Absolutely, Phil. And you know, something did come back to all of these, but I know it's 4 a.m, but try and at least set yourself up to come to as many as you can. 5 times a week, Monday to Friday. I'm taking that on. I've done it this week, so I'm going to keep it up. Thanks, Phil. Zach, then Jenny, what's your thoughts there?
Wow, that's a couple of nice songs, Tim. I really like that. That was good. I like how your voice come over the guitar. That's good vocals.
Thank you. Thank you.
He really is a one-man band. He does everything himself. When you hear his album and stuff, it's every noise is him. Awesome. Jenny, then Ali. Jenny.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. You know, it was just fun, just rocking out. And I love the honesty of the lyrics because I know I've been in a similar situation with my boyfriend. He was like there in my life for so long as a friend, and I just didn't see it. So it's very, very real situation when, you know, you're saying like, hello, I'm right here.
Right,
like you're looking for the person, but it's, so I could really relate to that. So thank you for writing a song about that and for sharing your music and having the courage to just do it on the spot. That takes a lot of courage. And you know what they say, fortune favors the brave. So definitely, you know, it's gonna serve you well, having that courage to just pick up your guitar and play anytime.
Thank you.
I really had a great time today. I'm so glad that I came. I really enjoyed hearing everyone, and thank you so much for the comments and for listening. I'm really thankful to be part of this community, and Kirsty and Mark are so hardworking and such lovely people and so patient with me and everything. I appreciate them so much. You work so hard, and I just want to give you so many flowers, because you guys work so hard and you have such good hearts and you really care about the music. So thank you.
So much, darling. That means the world.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jenny Lodge.
Thank you.
Or come back to as many shows as you can, whether you're a guest or become an MVP and just come and meet everybody. And whenever you're free, if you are free, don't be watching box sets anymore. I'm replacing your box sets with this. Everybody. All right. Thanks, Jenny. Ali, then Christina, another MVP. Ali, brother, Belgium. What's your thoughts? Hey.
You are always the man I told you.
Your audio's bad. Can't hear you, brother. We'll come back to Ali in a minute. Ali, go and get a better signal. Go closer to your router. We can't hear you.
Voice. I like it. Music. I told you already. You have to come over sometimes.
Right. You did.
Absolutely fantastic.
Thank you, Ali. Thanks, Ali.
The music was absolutely beautiful. Keep doing what you're doing all.
Great. Thank you.
Thanks, Ali. Your audio's quite bad today, but thanks as always for your comment, brother. Christina, then Marion. Christina, hello.
Hello.
Christina's pregnant. Christina's having a baby soon. How are you? Just thought I'd let everyone know. Hi, Christina.
Any day now. For Tim, I really like the songs. They're funky. I was getting into it. I love how, like, watching you play, you're like smelling the music. I don't know. You know what I mean? But you're like really into it, and you're tasting it and smelling it, and it's fun to watch. And I look forward to working on some stuff with you.
Yeah, we got one in the works right now.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah, going to be after the babies here though, because that baby's very close.
Christina Marie's vocals, for anyone who doesn't know who Christina Marie is, world class. Just wait till you hear if you don't already know. Marion, thanks, Christina. Marion, what's your thoughts? Everyone's want to say something, so Marion and then Tarek.
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, the bluesy vibes, the raspy voice. I mean, the feel like you're in a bar or something. I mean, yeah, really good songs. I mean, really good lyrics, and I can really relate to it. So very good. Yeah.
Thank you.
And also thank you for having me on the show. I mean, yeah.
Oh, pleasure, Marion. We want you to be a part of this family as well. We've not got many people in the Netherlands. We've got one or two.
Yeah,
so please,
I'll be back. I'll be back.
Talk to you about other things we can do. Maybe do the Top Talent Radio Netherlands with your host, Marion Vedder. We'll feature your music and the other artists' music. I'll do all the hard work. You only have to show up to a Zoom call. It takes you 2 minutes to read a screen shared list. We'll do all the work. So, Marion, thanks for tonight. Tarek, then Rodney. I'm going in a circle here. Tarek, then Rodney. Tarek?
Thank you so much. And thanks for all the musicians. Thank you also. And thanks you for hosting me. I appreciate that so much.
Dude, I need a representative in the Palestine as well. So are you that man, Tarek? Can you do that?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, hey, in the name of Jesus, Bethlehem, Jerusalem, world peace. Thank you, Tarek. Rodney, then John Dante, then Scotty.
Yeah, it's a couple of nice tunes there. Love the voice.
Thank you.
Nice, powerful voice. Like it's coming from the bowels of somewhere, I don't know, but I like it. Yeah. nice, strong voice. Yeah, but you don't often hear these days. Yeah, and I just like to say thanks everyone for sticking around and listening, and thanks for the compliments as well. Very nice.
Rodney, likewise, extend that to you for your city in Ireland. We'll talk about this later. If you're interested, man, it's a real special thing. We're dedicating every waking second of our lives to it. And I was an electrician for 20 years with my own business. I can make serious money in the trade game, but I swapped it for this because helping people and, we really can help each other. The mainstream music's not going to help many of you. Some of you might be lucky, then you'll get tricked and you'll make mistakes and people will own your music and then you'll not have any motivation and you'll stop it like many people do. So, Rodney, I'd like to see you come back as well. John Dante, then Scott, then final words from Kirsty. So, John Dante.
Thank you guys so very much for having me on here. It's been a pleasure to be here. So great to hear some live acoustic music. That was really, really cool. Make sure you guys check out what we got going on the website. Tag John Dante in the Inferno and like and share all of our posts. We really want to stay in tune with you guys. So if you have any links, if you're able to find the band, we're John Dante and the Inferno everywhere. Make sure you share your stuff. Make sure you guys tag us and make sure we stay in touch because it was really great seeing everyone's art today. And we look forward to being back.
Hey, John, wonderful dude. We've got a Top Talent Promotions Ohio, which both Zach and Scott help us run. So I'd love you to be a part of that. And
nice.
There's lots to talk about after the show.
We'll talk soon.
John, Scotty Carnes, MVP, what's your final thoughts of the evening, brother?
Oh, this was one of my favorites. Like Ali said, man, I love Tim's playing. This was probably one of the most heartfelt, soulful ones he's sung. He really timed out.
Thank you.
Isn't it just? Tim, we love you, man. Kirsty, what do you want to say to Tim before we end the show with a peace sign? Everybody knows that by now.
Yeah, Tim, you know I'm your fan already. Every song that you
Yes.
do so different, and all your lyrics are from the heart. Well, they're all very relatable, and they're all different subjects. Each track that
Right.
you do, I really look forward to hearing every track that you do. So, you doing it again tomorrow?
Yep.
Yeah.
Another
Yep,
two
yep.
to
I'll
go.
have a couple. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Tim's
And
working male in the family. They've had this working person helping us in other places. He just edges Scott. I'm just honest, Scott. He does 19 and a half hours a day. You only do 19. I'm like the most helpful people, these guys here, honest. So yeah, Tim, D2 everything. What's your final words, brother?
I just want to say, be sure to check out that new album. It's on all streaming platforms. It's called What Bounces Off You. There's about there are 3 or 4 other blues rock albums on there that came before that. I try to put out a new album release every other month. So I'm already working on the one for September. This one just came out.
That's what I was going to say. You know, you're almost like an Elton John type of person. You'll wake up and go for a coffee during the night or something. You'll write a song just in 2 minutes back to your bed. Oh, I've got another song. Just make it. He's got hundreds of songs, man. Hundreds, haven't you, Tim?
Yeah. And what usually happens is I wake up in the morning. I'm like, I'm going to record a song today. I sit down with the guitar and just kind of bang out a little something. I'm like, okay, I think I know what I want to do. And I lay down the drums first, then I lay down the rhythm guitar, then I lay down the bass guitar. And if I'm going to add any piano or organ to it, I do that. Lead guitar is the last instrument. And then I do I write the lyrics based on what I'm feeling in the music and record the vocals. So I do everything from start to finish most of the time in 2 days.
Honestly, you're on another level, brother. Another level. Tim Consley every day. Love you to bits, brother. Going to stop the live on Facebook, and then I'm going to stop the recording. Hopefully, we can all give us a peace sign. We all want world peace, don't we? Yeah, give us a peace for world peace, especially over in Gaza. One love, everyone. Hey.